Hi, it's Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. How is everybody? I hope you're starting to feel this energy lift as I'm starting to feel it lift. It's really starting to get a wriggle on in the right direction. Communication has improved. We're definitely past the friction of that last new moon in Taurus, which is wonderful. And we're moving into some really visualizing where we want to go and what that's going to look like. Long forecast, knowing that we're practical and we're real and we're moving forward in a good direction, but sometimes that takes time. But we should be feeling a little bit more energetic, more highly spirited, and more heading in the direction of the things we want. Still a little bit of self-protective energy in there, but that's going to move away pretty soon. That cautious, it's an emotional up and down energy that is ready to pass. We're only a little bit away from that energy, and it will get more. It'll have more fire in it. Our lives will get a little bit more passionate very, very soon. Our communication's about to get more caring. Everything's about to move in the right direction. Let's see what our reading has for us today. We'll start with the Divine Feminine, have a look at Divine Masculine, maybe build a little bridge over the top of it, see what's going on there, and finish with some Divine Love Oracle. Oh, I feel it. I'm feeling pumped. What have we got going on? Look at this. We've got the Hierophant as the push from the universe, which is wonderful. We've got the Knight of Pentacles comes through in how we're currently operating. We've got the Two of Swords in the soul space. We have the Nine of Cups in the challenge. We've got the advice from Spirit. We have got the Ace of Pentacles and the likely outcome, the Five of Cups. What? What? That's not at all what I expected in the, well, maybe a little bit in the emotional up and down. If it's the now energy, but as a likely outcome, a little bit how you're going to see the Five of Cups there. What's underneath of that? Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Death card. Well, it's probably good we're seeing the Death card there. What are we seeing the Death to? All the swords in the back and the overthinking. Bloody hope so. Man, it's caught me off guard to see that Five of Cups there. I would have anticipated a much more vibrant energy than the Five of Cups. I'll unpack it a little bit. See, this is what's coming up. This more extroverted communication, this more fiery energy. But maybe there's maybe there's a cautionary tale in this Divine Feminine. Maybe what we're going to have to do is get to the wisdom behind the story of what's playing out here to really get value out of this reading. Death card comes through as wanting to make significant change. Now, that was the first energy I was sitting in, is that we're moving out of that real heavy energy that we've been in, where it's been going backtracking over the past. We've been looking at energies that challenge us. We've been cleaning out our backyard, so to speak. If you lift a rock up and there's crap underneath it, you're cleaning it out, making sure that there's nothing significant that's still going to keep us in a space where we're feeling challenged, particularly by a heavy emotion. Now, I say heavy emotion and I'm looking at a bunch of swords, right? But Ten of Swords is that energy of, having the swords in your back, but the Ten is coming to the end of it, which is positive, and sitting with the Death card. I bloody hope so, right? This challenges of the past few months have been really, really significant. And Eight of Swords, that energy of overthinking. I'm kind of going, I feel like I want to say it's the end to some level of self-sabotaging as well. So even if it hasn't been someone else sticking swords in our backs, at times we can be our own worst enemy, and we can react flippantly to something that doesn't actually need an overzealous reaction. It doesn't need to be such a challenging energy. I'm going to suggest that we're going to be, moving towards the end of anything that feels self-sabotaging, or anything that feels like it's locking us up in our thoughts versus bringing us into true emotion, which is interesting where this next push comes along. This is more along the lines of what I would have expected to see up in this level of the energy, this push of, look at this. You've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. This is someone who's highly spirited, right? That passionate, creative energy that comes through in the Wands, that fiery energy. Now, as Venus will move into Leo, I believe, I'll double check my facts. Hang on, I'll stop and double check it before I get overzealous. Sorry about that. I just had that moment where I was like, is that what's happening? Venus is moving into Leo, but it is. And it's actually like sitting there for a long time, because while it's in Leo, it actually has a retrograde taking place as well. But like while Venus is in Leo, we should be seeing love to be big and magnificent and grand, those fiery energies that come with the Leo energy. So this has got me a little, it's a little challenge to why we've got this heavy energy sitting here. I'm going to unpack it though. I'll get there. I'll get to why that baseline is there. But at the moment, we do have that push. The sun's just moved into Gemini, right? So we should have this feeling of improved communication, or we should have a more extroverted energy that's pushing through on people. And as Venus moves into Cancer from early in June, I think it goes about the 5th of June, something like that, you should expect to feel more fiery energy around love, more passion, more alive, more confidence, more magnificent. Leo is a magnificent energy. It's strong and it's capable. So the push is on. The push is there. Look, I want to communicate about these big passionate feelings that I'm feeling. It's like I'm going to get out of my melancholy. I'm going to leave my struggle behind, and any self-sabotage that may have been going on via overthinking about all of the struggles that you've been through. The Death card, the 10, would signal that you're coming to the end of those kinds of struggles, and the overthinking. Let's not get into self-sabotage. I'm going to say it's a cautionary tale here, because the push is on to feel big, loving feelings. Look at this. The Page and the Knight, it says, I want to feel passion. Queen of Swords says, I want to express it. I don't want to hold it back anymore. I don't want to not tell people how I feel. I don't want to not go after my feelings. Here's where we go, the beginning of our cautionary tale, right? So we've got the Hierophant sitting in the push from the universe. Now, our Hierophant is our character of, he is higher levels of commitment, he is higher levels of wisdom, he's higher levels of understanding. So we will be moving into that energy where we're leveling up, we're moving up. It's an ascension, it's a push up energy. Could it be that you need advice from somebody wiser? You could be bringing a mentor into the picture to help you navigate whatever these passionate feelings arise, and however you want to express them. It's probably, you might need support in order to not self-sabotage. Like if you're in separation from your runner, and it's like, and you're nowhere near surrender, you're nowhere near getting back to that union energy. If you're deep in the heart of runner chaser energy, the cautionary tale is, don't let this push turn you back into a chaser, right? Instead, move into that higher wisdom and do the work that's required to keep you on the path of growth and ascension. Keep on your spiritual path, and if you need to engage a mentor to help you do it, definitely do that, because we don't want to get into this path where we're locked in our thoughts and we're locked in our melancholy, just feeling like this journey that we're on across the collective is just miserable and no fun, and there's no reward in it. There is reward in the twin flame journey, even when union is still out of arm's reach, when you can just, it's there and you can feel it, and it feels like the wave's about to break and something's got to give. You've done so much work that you've got all of the passion rising, and you just feel like, this is my moment. I need to communicate. I need to reach out. I need to tell them how much I love them, and that we're meant to be together. That magnificent display of love that Venus in Cancer would push us into, right? We feel big love for our twins, and this is an energy that says, I just want to express all of my passion towards you. Spirit says, do it with a with my help. Let's do this wisely. And if passion rises up and you are still knee deep in separation, this is do not tip into runner chaser mode with your twin. Let's keep doing the work together, because look what we've got here, Divine Feminine. We definitely do have our Knight of Pentacles, which is a bit of Groundhog Day. But the Knight of Pentacles gets stuff done, right? He gets in and he gets the job done that needs to be done, and he gets the result. He doesn't quit. Even though he might get a rush of blood to the head and go, hey, I'm supposed to be at work today, but I think I'll go party instead. He doesn't. He goes to work. He puts the partying aside and he gets the job done. So what I'm suggesting, this tale is suggesting, this energy is suggesting, is that you're probably going to get a rush of blood to the head, right? That it's going to go, oh my God, I'm so sick of the crap. I'm so sick of the bullshit. All I'm going to do is chase my twin flame down, and I'm going to tell them everything. I'm going to tell them all that I feel, all that I've gone through, and I'm just going to talk them back into this passionate energy with me. In the soul space, it says you're going to be in two thoughts, right? This is the push that's coming up from underneath. And what it's going to do is push you into a degree of confusion. Obviously, your soul might feel in a degree of confusion, because as this passionate energy rises, if you're not in a space of surrender and you're not ready to hold the union, it's going to want to make you push forward, right? But then the voice in your head says, don't do it. Don't chase, don't do it, don't do it. Allow the energy to move and grow. And this is going to be a moment, Two of Swords in the soul space really does indicate a kicking back into soul energy. And look what you've got here. You've got the push, you've got the Hierophant there too. I'm going to suggest not only is the challenge going to be on not to chase, the challenge is going to be on to grow and ascend through it, and to lean back into that soul space energy in order to find out what the right thing is to do. How are you going to move through it in a healthy way that still has you moving and growing? Now you've got the Nine of Cups here in the challenge position, which says this energy is probably going to want to push you into the energy of going, come back, you are my wishes fulfilled, just come back, I can't feel all this passion for you anymore, I can't feel this drive to chase you anymore, I can't feel any of it anymore, just come back, you are my wishes come true. Just do it, just come back, make my wishes come true. Spirit saying we need to have a review here, right? Because any look, if you pushed out under this energy and it wasn't settled and it wasn't balanced and it didn't have that beautiful neutral launching point for you, the likely outcome would be the Five of Cups. I'm going to suggest the way this energy reads to me is Spirit saying, wait on a fresh new start. A fresh new start is coming, but look what it takes. You've got to get through the Groundhog Day, right? You've got to get into the new chapter of work. You've got to move out of the old chapter, which is what all this energy is about, right? A new chapter is coming, but this one's going to be a bit of work. I got the feeling you're going to have the Jones for, it's going to be on, right? You're going to feel big crush energy. You're going to feel that big, oh my God, I just have to have them. I just want them. I feel like you are going to feel that energy, but the likely outcome is, if you act on it before it's ready, is probably going to be an energy of disappointment. So let's get the mirror of this. This is not what I expected to see in this reading. It's not what I intuited. I fully expected to see probably that would have made more sense, the way the energy was rolling, the way I felt it, that it was, a challenge to move out of the melancholy and moving into happier times. And this is like, it doesn't red hot make sense to me. But where I'm sitting with it is like, it feels like a cautionary tale, not to chase too soon. The fresh new start is coming, because here it is. Spirit says it's on its way. Just don't jump the gun. That's how I'm going to settle on this energy. Let's do a bit more of a dig and see. Let's look at the Divine Masculine's version of this and see what he's got going on. And it might help make some more sense of why we're being told don't jump the gun here. The Hermit. I think it might. Ten of Cups, right. King of Swords in the soul space. High Priestess in the challenge. Five of Swords advice from Spirit. Knight of Swords in the likely outcome. Don't chase them. Don't chase them. Do you see this? Look. Oh, let's have a look. Ah, I just shuffled. I was meant to. What's under the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, so what have we got? We've got the Temperance card, the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Crossroads. You know why you're feeling this pull, because they're at the crossroads, right? So don't react to it. Don't react to it. Look at this. They're coming into balance. See this energy? They're coming into balance, red hot, 1000% coming into balance, starting to understand more of what it is to be in alignment. Now, when I say your divine masculine is coming into balance, it does not always mean he's coming towards you. Everyone will do it at their own pace and in their own time and in their own way. This is the push that's against him, right? Cannot read on free will. I wish I could, but like, this is the energy across the collective, is the divine masculine is finding more balance across the collective. So it will impact your connection, but you might, like, this might push one set of twin flames into union, into surrender and into union, while the next one, it's just moving up through the ascension ladder. And I hope that makes sense across the collective, because everyone's going to come together at different times, but we all feel the push of energy together. And even like Ricky and I sit in union, we're on the other side of it, and you know, we've been through the runner chaser separation thing, and we've come to the other side, but we're still experiencing this, right? I'm watching more and more all the time, how that energy is balancing out for him all the time, and doing, you know, moving through different evolutions to coming to new conclusions about where his direction is headed. Now, if your divine masculine is sitting in separation, his question could be, do I come towards you, or do I stay? Do I leave a third party? Do I leave a third party energy like a job? This is a genuine, and look, I'm really attracted to the world in his hands there. It's like, I hold the world in my hands, but I'm standing still, right? And this is why you're feeling the pull. They are coming into a degree of balance on some level. They're having a degree of balance on some level, and I want to say, maybe it's not the pull. It's like they're turning, and their energy is facing you. So that might be why the energy peaks a little bit. And they're doing like these 180 energies is, look at this, and I'm attracted to this snake here too. I just feel like this snake can just slither away, because we don't need those challenges anymore, because he's coming into balance. The divine is providing the right energy towards our divine masculine collective in order to turn the wheel. This feels in his favor, but it puts him at a genuine crossroad, right? I was this, now I want to be this. I hold the world in my hand, but I'm going to stand here for a minute and take it in. Now, that's the push of energy that's against him. What's the next level? See this, see this, see this, see this. Right? Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Five of Wands, and you've got the Eight of Cups. He genuinely wants to move towards a new horizon, but I'm going to suggest that whatever is sitting in his way, so whatever this third party energy represents for divine masculine, it's still causing a degree of friction. So if he's looking to push away from it, I don't think it's, you know, it's never black and white when you're trying to change your life, is it? And you're trying to go, that was my truth here, this is my truth now. And it's not always necessarily easy to make that transition, to make that change, to make the shift, but and there's definitely a degree of friction in the way that he moves in trying to get away from it. So it is definitely a challenging energy. Now, Queen of Pentacles, I would never normally see that in any kind of light that feels like it's negative. But look what is like. Can you imagine? This might be a scenario for someone. If your divine masculine has married someone in good faith, has children with them, and she's actually a good mum. She's actually a good provider. She's actually a really decent human being. But he just sits in friction all the time about leaving because he's had this experience with a twin flame that lights him up in a different way. And it goes, I don't have any really good reason to leave you behind. I don't. You're a good person, you do good things, you look after the kids, you go out and work, our bills are paid, you take care of the house. There might be a lack of affection there, perhaps. I don't know, or this person, see how their back is turned a little bit, right? It's like going, if this is divine masculine sitting in friction, whoever this third party represents is like, I'm going to give all my energy to what I'm manifesting with, which isn't necessarily your divine masculine. Now, cast this role on whatever it is going on in your divine masculine's life, whether we're just looking at the pentacle and it's just the job. The job does really wonderful things, but he just hates it, you know. Um, Lifestyle, way I'm living, all of these things that essentially I've held in good stead that I don't really have a nasty argument for, other than it causes me friction and it makes me feel like crap. I want to leave. I want to leave. So instead of actually taking action, which is where we had him here at this level of a crossroad, Spirit's saying, hold on tight, I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to actually lead you into the truth of what it is you need to do. Look what you've got. You've got the Hierophant, and they've got the. And look at how they're facing each other. Seriously? It's like you're the one with the wisdom, you're the one with the knowledge, and you're going to evolve again. And they've got the light shining, going, teach me something. I need to know what's going on here. I need to know what this energy is doing to me, that it's making me evolve, that it's putting me into this, into a crossroad of having to move away towards a new horizon. I sit in friction with it because I don't hate what I'm leaving behind. Some might see that as genuine friction where they just fight all the time. I'm seeing it as I don't hate what I'm leaving behind, but I gotta get away. I can't stay here. My soul is dying. And here is like, see why I'm kind of suggesting that this is a person or someone that your twin flame is in a connection with, is look at this. They're showing up. You know, I call it fake book, and I know a lot of people do, is like they're putting that fake happy family energy forward, or I really love my job, I really love whatever this distant of whatever it is that keeps them away from surrendering into union. There's an energy coming forward that looks like on the surface, I really love what I'm doing. But look at this, the push from the universe is go within, young man. Go within and find the truth of what's leading you. And what's in the bloody soul space is the King of Swords. We don't want the King of Swords in the soul space. No, 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 no. Although King of Swords is a man with a plan, but is this his ego responding, right? It's going, I don't really hate my scenario. I don't really hate it. And so the ego goes, well, why would we disrupt the status quo? Why would we disrupt what we got going on here? Why would you ruin what you've got going on here, right? In order to chase something that we don't even know what it is. We don't even know what's going on over here. Now, his challenge, this is where it gets cool, right? Challenge is the High Priestess. So I would almost slam dunk 1000%, and it's not my practice to slam dunk, but I would almost slam dunk that they're getting signs and symbols all around him that because of this on your energy, I would almost suggest it's if you look at that bungee between you two, someone's snapping on the bungee, someone's pulling on it, someone's letting it go. There's definitely work. There's a spark within that energy. There's not nothing in the nothing. There's energy cruising back and forward between you two at the moment, and I would almost guarantee that there's signs and symbols coming up all around him that he does not know what to do with. Go inside, young man. Figure it out. Figure it out. You're being shown what to do. Here, I'm winning and I'm losing. I'm going to go back to this ideal. I don't hate what I'm leaving behind. I don't hate what I'm being called to say goodbye to. I don't hate it. But I feel compelled. I feel in friction with it, and I feel like I've got to go. I've just got to go. I've got to go. Look at this likely outcome, right? They're going to go. They're going to move. They are going to move, not you. You're told to sit with the pain, of this rise in energy. And that sucks. I know, I hate saying it. I hate saying it, but sit with the pain, sit with the overthinking. Do not self-sabotage this progress forward by getting back into chaser mode. Don't do it. It's a cautionary tale. It's a cautionary tale. They want to come to you. They do. But they don't hate what they're leaving behind, and it's hard for them to walk away, right? There's a message upon them. Their ego is saying, why would you cause that much disruption? This isn't that bad, right? Do you see where I'm going with that? Let's get a bridge of energy that goes, what would he tell you if he could? What would divine masculine actually say to you if he could? I'm just going to mix these up, whether they're, before I was like, I'm just going to twist them around, twist them up and down, and just let them come out right way up, upside down. I have no idea which way this deck is sitting at this point in time. Let's just shuffle it and see what comes out where. What would you say if you could, divine masculine? I'm not happy. I'm not. Did you see what happened there? I can't even make that up. Can't even make that. Let me get all the cards out and then we've got Nine of Cups. We've got the Death card. He can't end it. I can't talk to you. Oh my gosh. This is a cracker read, right? I'm not happy. Sun in reverse. I'm not happy. Look at this. I'm showing the world I'm in 10 of Cups. This card, when it came out that way, and it spun, which says very, very soon I'll reveal to you that I'm not happy. I get the feeling that this is a, you'll know, whether it's direct communication or whether it's via the grapevine, which it will be for some people. I'm not happy, but I really want to be. What I really want to achieve is happiness. I want all my wishes to come true. And what you've both got this going on, right? Nine of Cups is a repeating message. This wants to come into a level of union. And it's kind of like, I look at this Nine of Cups. Look, there's the feminine energy in a Nine of Cups, and there's a masculine energy on two different tarots, masculine and feminine energy. You both want your version of the Nine of Cups. And to me, like, that came into the soul space over the King of Swords, which says he wants to communicate what he wants. He wants to be a man with a plan. He wants to go forth and conquer. But I can't. I just can't. I cannot put an end to this. I cannot send you a message. I cannot do it. Look at this, because I can't sink in. I get this message so clearly in my head. It's like going, I want to leave. I want to get away from what I've got. I want to move in the direction of the things that light my soul up and make me happy. But I bloody well can't. I don't have a good enough reason to leave other than I want to. I just want to. It's not toxic enough, right? It's not bad enough. Things are not horrible enough for me to just go, I'm gonna move. There's not enough negative to chase after my positive. Oh, I hope that makes sense to how I'm reading that. That's whoever that divine masculine is. I feel it feels like a collective message, and it's like they're gonna stay put for a little bit. Hermit is what's encouraged, but the reason they're doing it is because they're coming into balance, into the idea of going, I know my life isn't making me happy. The 180 that I want to turn is only just bringing me to a crossroad where I can't make a bloody decision. I'm just going to stand here with the world in my hand and do nothing because it's too hard to walk away. Let's get some Divine Love Oracle and see what's going on there. Righto. What do we have? Divine Love Oracle, what do we have? Oh, lots of it. See, I'm feeling that heightened energy, that more highly spirited. What have we got? Oh, Divine Feminine is sad. I hate that. Just when I said that more highly spirited energy, you're going to have to keep a lid on this. It's going to disrupt. It's going to disrupt. Take a seat. Oh my gosh. And the collective. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Divine Feminine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this message is coming through. The energy that's on the push is more highly spirited. Grand goals, grand love, magnificent love. Going after what you want, right? And you're going to feel that rise. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel like your passion is a light for your divine masculine all over again. And what it might push is some tears, right? It might bring you to that place where the energy just, see, it's like, you know, even it's just a sad, it's a difficult energy, and I didn't want to sink into it as an outcome, but they've reinforced this message. So we might be going through a little bit more of, you know, a little bit more mud to get through, but it's because of the heightened energy, right? It's because you just want to love. It's because you just want to feel passion. You just want to feel connected, and divine masculine is being asked to step up. Look at this. He's being asked to step up, take your seat. Now, when I did this artwork, it was an installation piece, right? And how I had it set up is everything on the floor is, it's got all sorts of sayings on it about love is a battlefield, right? All different things that connect to the fact that love is a really, really challenging journey. And if you're watching me for the first time, like I've been on a twin flame journey for about 10 years. So when I was in full practice as an artist, all of these Divine Love Oracle cards are pretty much paintings and drawings and installations of what I made while I was on the twin flame journey in the runner chaser separation energy. I was making art. That's how I was getting through it. That's how I was making sense of it. And I created this one that was Love is Battlefield, and I had these broken elements on the ground, and I had this crappy, look at this chair, see? It's like I had this crappy chair that said love is, right? And it sits lower than the red chair. It sits down low on the ground, and that's how I felt. Like other people got to sit in this big red chair, and they seemed to make love just look so bloody easy. And here I was sitting in this little decrepit chair, and to me, it was love is a battlefield. It was the most, you know, challenging, drag you through the mud, backwards, battle weary, head mess, crazy adventure I've ever been on. And this artwork really was where I was at. Is like I wanted to sit in this divine seat in love because I had all these understandings and all these awarenesses, and I created it in this idea of take your seat. Is freaking choose love, choose divine love. And really what divine masculine is being asked for here is take your seat. Choose the red seat. Don't choose the crappy seat. Don't stay sitting in the crappy seat. Come and sit on the divine seat so that you get to experience love in all of its glory, you know, and connected to your beautiful twin flame and moving through the mission and the energy of union. The likely outcome is the collective. The collective, when this comes out as the overarching energy for the union, my suggestion to you is divine feminine. We all lean on each other, support each other, encourage each other. If indeed our energy is going to take a dive because we feel an acceleration of the energy, it's because there's a push on for divine masculine to make some decisions, right? And this feels across the board. So collectively we'll feel it almost feels like there's a wave ready to break. And the reason that you'll probably feel sad is because you feel that anticipation. You'll feel the divine asking your divine masculine to elevate. Take a better seat. Don't sit in the crappy seat, sit in the elevated seat. And I think we're going to feel it as a wave of energy across the collective, which will bring some divine masculine and feminine into union, whereas for others, you'll just feel the elevation, the ascension, the moving forward, which could, divine feminine, leave you in this challenge energy, right? It could leave you in this challenge energy because you'll feel that spike, you'll feel that push, you'll feel something is happening. Yeah, you'll feel something is happening on the other side of the coin. See, Knight of Wands and Page of Wands are not deliverers into the full weight of the energy. They're not. They're the beginning phases. The Page of Wands is like that divine spark or the creative idea. So you'll feel it. You'll go, I feel like I can feel their energy calling to me. I feel more passionate about them. And the Knight of Wands, look, here, you've got it under the deck, which means you'll want to run in. They've got it too as the likely outcome. This Knight of Wands, look at the difference, right? This Knight of Wands holds his ground. This Knight of Wands is charging forward. Which one do you want to be? Do you want to be the runner or the chaser? Hold your ground. You do not want to get back into chaser energy. It's a cautionary tale. If you can hold your ground through this spike of energy, the push is on divine masculine to close the gap, right? I hope that makes sense. I hope it resonates as a reading. Oh, I feel very emotional in this reading. I hate it when I see that these challenging energies come forward for us, but we'll get through it together, and I'll do my best to keep encouraging and keep offering support where I can. If this indeed is affecting you, sending big love, and I don't think it will be a window that lasts with us. It doesn't feel like it's enduring. In fact, I'm surprised it's there. We should be feeling more highly spirited. I'm pretty sure we will very soon. I'm going to wrap up the reading here and say, in faith, hope, and love, it's bye from me for now.